Chris, this is not the time to play political football. We need to be on the same side at the line of scrimmage. The American people, the workers, we need to work together and bring them the necessary relief, the necessary PPEs, the necessary medical relief to the hospitals in the rural areas that I represent in South Central Pennsylvania. This is so incredibly important. This bill is being bogged down by socialist problems, and we don't need to address that right now. We need to get on the same side of the ball. We need to push it forward and do the right thing at the right time. And that is providing the right economic aid that will help us fight this incredible novel coronavirus.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, because let me just ask you, as a Republican, I'm assuming you probably lean to the right. You're a conservative. So let me just ask you, did you ever once consider tying border funding, building the wall, to the coronavirus bill? Or did you act like James Clyburn did, who said, quote, "This is a tremendous opportunity to restructure things to fit our vision"? Did you as a Republican want to use this coronavirus with Americans dead and dying to fit your Republican vision?
No, and that's an unacceptable response. This is the time that we need to work together to address the issue of the coronavirus. I am a very conservative, pro-life, pro-Second Amendment Republican, but those issues I've advocated in the 116th Congress. This legislation needs to very importantly address the effects of the coronavirus on the American people. That's the whole purpose of this. We've got to work together.
Right. And so let me just ask you, your district in particular, how are you guys faring out there? What are the corona cases that you know of thus far, and how severely impacted is your district?
Half of the counties in my district have cases of coronavirus. And there's a very interesting statistic that's occurring. We're seeing this is occurring in younger individuals. As a doctor, I've recognized that what we were told initially, that this affected senior citizens and people who were immunocompromised. Someone who had underlying lung disease might be at higher risk. But just today, I was talking to a hospital in Chambersburg where they told me that there are patients who are younger patients who are being affected by this, being diagnosed. We're changing how we're viewing this. And I think that we have to continue to do the social distancing. We need to do the hand washing. Everyone who's listening can stop the spread of the coronavirus. Vice President Pence has said this all along. You can stop this. There are simple measures that you can take, and those simple measures will have impact. But we are seeing it here in South Central Pennsylvania. I'm in contact with the hospitals, with the healthcare providers. And I'll tell you, Chris, I'm so impressed with these healthcare providers because they are the boots on the ground in this war against the coronavirus. And we have to provide them with the necessary PPE. We have to provide them with the necessary equipment. These people are on the front line, and there are so many of them. I have such respect for what they're doing. This coronavirus is going to have its impact. And I can tell you that in South Central Pennsylvania, we've got a great team of healthcare providers who are working to combat what we're facing every day with this novel virus.
Congressman, last question. How soon do you want to see Americans get back to work? The president has set, based on the circumstances on the ground, a target of Easter. Do you conceive of parts of the country that are not severely impacted getting back to work so we can support the other parts of the countries like New York, like California, like Illinois, support them in their recovery and their combat efforts against the coronavirus? How's this going to look in your mind?
I think we're going to see an evolution. I admire everyone who addresses this from a scientific point of view, but this is brand new, and we don't know how this is going to play out. In my heart of hearts, I'd like this virus to be gone tomorrow, but we know we're going to address this and we're going to face it. I don't know what that endpoint is, but I'll tell you, I'll support an agenda to fight this virus, to find the right medicines to address it, to work to get a vaccine to prevent it from coming back. We have to take these strong steps today. We're waiting for that Senate package to come across. We need to look at what they're going to do, and we need to work together to solve this for the workers, for the families, for the small businesses throughout South Central Pennsylvania.
Congressman Joyce, thank you very much. Appreciate it.